The film tells the story of Sheriff Jim Dillon, who is dedicated to keeping peace in Horse Cave, a small, quiet town with fewer than 1,000 people. He is helped by his loyal deputy, Matt Reynolds. One morning, two members of a motorcycle gang ride into town. Matt sees them passing the sheriff's office and becomes worried, since gangs almost never appear in town so early in the day. Jim told Matt not to worry. He suggested that the motorcycle gang might have just gotten lost and ended up in town by accident. Matt wasn't the only one surprised. Everyone in the caf was watching the gang with suspicion, wondering what they were doing. As soon as one gang member, Shovelhead, walked in, he caused a scene. He demanded that the caf owner, Kathy, give him alcohol. Kathy refused, explaining that the caf didn't serve alcohol in the morning. Shovelhead kept demanding beer from Kathy. In response, she hit him with a bottle, which made him very angry. He challenged Kathy to a fight, while his friend Jarhead just watched. Fortunately, Marshal Jim arrived at the caf in time. He quickly stopped the fight, overpowered Shovelhead, and took him to the police station. Only Shovelhead was arrested. Jarhead was let go. At the police station, Jim began to suspect that the motorcycle gang was planning something dangerous in town. He told Deputy Matt to take Shovelhead to the police station in the nearby city, while he stayed behind to protect Horse Cave. Jim's instincts were right. After Matt left, the rest of the gang rode into town. Shovelhead had been a decoy to distract the town's defenders. With the town lightly protected, the gang destroyed the power substation, plunging the whole town into darkness. Jim was at Kathy's caf, distracted by flirting with her. He only noticed something was wrong when the power went out. He quickly rushed back to the police station to see what was happening. Meanwhile, Matt was driving to the neighboring town when he saw someone lying by the side of the road. Thinking the person might be hurt, he got out of the car and approached. But it was a trap. The man was a member of the motorcycle gang. As Matt got closer, the man stood up and pointed a gun at him. Matt was taken hostage by the gang. But that wasn't the only trap. The gang gathered across the street. A patrol officer saw a speeding truck and tried to stop it. When he ordered the driver out, some gang members came from behind and shot him dead. One of them, Bob, dressed as a police officer, took the officer's body and stole the patrol car. Meanwhile, Jim went back to his office to call other police stations. But the gang had jammed the phone signal, so he couldn't get any help. By now, Horse Cave was completely cut off from the outside world. Jim heard motorcycles coming toward the police station and ran outside to see what was happening. He saw that the gang had entered the town. As he tried to figure out their plan, he didn't notice that Jarhead was pointing a gun at him from behind. Eventually, Jim realized the gang's goal was to rob the town's bank. Their leader, Diablo, was a local and knew every part of the town. Diablo knew Jim well and understood what the sheriff could and couldn't do. This helped him plan the bank robbery carefully. He put one of his men in the bank as a teller after the gang forced the real staff out. Diablo also made the bank manager help open the safe. Together, they opened it and took all the money. The robbery was a success. After that, Diablo sent some gang members to gather the bank employees and other townspeople, taking them to a church where they were held. Jim and Matt didn't know about the church. When they arrived, Diablo ordered everyone to stay, clearly wanting to deal with Jim and Matt directly. Diablo and his gang didn't just want to rob the bank. They knew a casino would soon send millions of dollars there, and they wanted that money too. They planned to ambush the armored truck carrying it. The two guards escorting the truck had no idea the bank was under attack because Diablo had cut off all communication with the outside world. While the gang waited for the truck, they were suddenly shot at with rifles. The shooter was a townsman, an old man with incredible marksmanship. He killed the gang members one by one, forcing the others to take cover. Amid the chaos, Jim and Matt took the chance to escape. They didn't notice a woman nearby. Terrified, she tried to run, but was caught by Diablo, who threatened to shoot her if the old man didn't reveal himself. When the old man saw her, he realized she was his wife. He stepped forward and begged Diablo to spare her, but Diablo shot him dead. After that, Diablo used the woman to threaten Jim and Matt while they were hiding. Diablo threatened to kill the woman if Jim and Matt didn't give up. Deputy Matt tried to buy time by setting off the alarm at the store where they were hiding. This only made Diablo angrier, and he got ready to shoot her. Realizing they couldn't fight him directly, Jim had set a trap inside the store. He and Matt slipped out the back as some gang members came toward the building. Jim then detonated the bomb when the store doors opened. After the explosion, Jim and Matt split up to watch the gang's movements more closely. Diablo and his gang let Jim and Matt go for the time being because they were still waiting for the armored truck. They stayed inside the bank, ready to attack the truck's guards as soon as it arrived. When the truck reached the town, the driver noticed how unusually quiet it was and asked his partner to check the bank while he stayed in the vehicle. He didn't know that Diablo and his gang were hiding inside. The gang quickly captured the guard and brought him back to the truck, demanding that the driver open the rear doors. When the driver refused, Diablo shot the guard. After taking the money, Diablo and his gang used explosives to blow open the back door of the truck. They then rushed to the church, where they were holding the villagers and bank employees hostage. Diablo dragged Kathy outside, planning to use her as bait to trap Jim and Matt. At that moment, Matt was near the church with a long rifle. He aimed straight at Diablo and his men, ready to fire and stop them. Jim stopped Matt from shooting. He knew Matt wasn't good at long-range shots and worried the bullet could hit Kathy, who was near Diablo. Jim wanted Matt to stay back and just watch, but Matt refused. He surrendered to Diablo, hoping it would save Kathy. Seeing Matt give himself up, Jim still fired and hit one of the gang members, which made Diablo furious. Diablo then ordered some of his men to take Kathy and Matt away. Back at the church, Diablo and his men were searching for Jim, not knowing he had set traps around the town. One of the gang members opened a car door, and it exploded. Inside the church, Kathy told Matt about a radio in one of the rooms that could be used to call for backup from other police stations. Matt agreed to try. While Diablo's men were distracted, Matt quietly sneaked into the room to use the radio. The radio worked, and Matt called for backup. While he was on the radio, Kathy stayed at the front of the church. She saw that one of Diablo's men was careless, so she attacked him and took his gun. She was successful. After taking out some of the gang members, she led all the hostages to a safe place across town. Meanwhile, Jim fought Diablo and another gang member. After the shootout, Jim had defeated the henchman, but Diablo escaped. He ran to his vehicle and joined the rest of his gang. One of Diablo's henchmen told him that police from a nearby town would arrive soon, so they needed to leave immediately with Rob's money. Diablo decided to stop chasing Jim and focus on escaping. As he got ready to leave, Jim appeared and shot one of Diablo's henchmen. Unfortunately, Jim ran out of bullets before he could hit Diablo, letting him escape with the money. Just as Diablo was about to flee, Kathy arrived with a horse and a rifle, giving them to Jim so he could chase after Diablo. Jim quickly chased Diablo on the stolen motorcycle. The chase went on for several minutes until Jim shot Diablo's bike, making him crash onto the road. Diablo hurt his leg and couldn't run anymore. Jim decided not to spare him, since Diablo had killed many people. He shot Diablo, ending his threat. Peace returned to Horse Cave. Jim went back to being sheriff and now had a girlfriend, Kathy. The movie ended,